LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2-minute delay StarSeries Qualifier. We're going to be going into map number 3. It is Team Spirit versus forZe. Team Spirit took the map pick of their opponent. forZe then took the map pick of their opponent. And we're going to be going into what is our third and final map, Cobblestone. Obviously, after this, we will be heading into what I believe is the Gambit game. We'll see whether or not they can make themselves or get themselves into that next stage. Of course, just waiting for the sides to be chosen. I'm still favoring Team Spirit in this one. They do still seem like the better unit at this point, but realistically, forZe did manage a decent resurgence there, and it's sort of worrying because Team Spirit, they should have had this matchup all day long. It's a brand new team. Things would look problematic. There we go. Jerry's finally gone back to it. Julie's in a kit. That's what I wanted to see, but it's not going so well for his teammate. XCPower actually pushing all the way through that long spot. I am an advocate for Julie's in a kit. Julie's in a kit is the best combo ever. If you don't buy Julie's in a kit, you are Julie's in a bitch. Wait, what? I can't say that. Either way, we are going to have Face Crack in a pretty aggressive position. To try and take the fight back. He's going to spot Sophic, who's looking to just barrel in onto his position, but instead they're going to opt to clear the closer angles. Don't want to take too many risks here, and the CTs in the meantime have gone pushing. They're taking a gamble. And I like this. They're going to gamble stack over towards the other side. Now we're going to have Sunday Young pushing. Jerry does manage to find one. The Julies have been retrieved. The upgrade has been had, but it doesn't last long at all as it's back into a 2 versus 2. Make it just one. And forZe looking like they may have this pistol in the bag. Oh, never mind. Come on. Oh, God. Debra on 1 HP if he wins this. If he wins this, oh, thank God. Malik will be there to close it out. It's 1-0 in favor of forZe. We are going to get to see the force buy come in from the T side. Oh, don't want to press that button. Jerry. Again, could be playing a little bit more aggressive. I prefer to see the sort of passive positions in these sort of rounds, like over towards that A site. If you have like the truck position, just have somebody over here, like holding, spotting towards long, and then the other player watching down the ramp. It really does give the rifles the advantage versus these pistols, and there you go. Get absolutely wrecked, Jerry. You've just been ruined. And so would his teammate. I don't know why they were playing so close. Like, they're up against pistols. That's where you have the advantage with the rifles. Play further back. Sit towards the site. Instead, the T's have now managed to push forward. Almeza will be able to trade one back, but Sunday Young is close and quickly turns things back into a more favorable position for the T side. And, well, realistically now, the one problem is the bomb isn't down. And that's an even bigger problem. That is an aggressive push from Dabkos, to say the least, and he falls. And somehow this is actually going to... Oh, I say it's going to work. There we go. Malik will close it. Very costly for the CT side, but yeah, I'm intrigued by the fact that they played so aggressively. Hey, Zdord, yeah, I will be casting the Gambit again. Again, I can't really respond to anything people say without a massive delay because, yeah, there's a delay now. If you don't like the delay, at StarLadder. No, I'm kidding. Jerry, just looking to farm up a little bit of cash. Obviously, losing so many players in the previous round have been expensive. So Jerry's going to try and do the work with the MP9. Our Mesa already doing the damage across the other side. But it's these SMGs we want to see getting the kills. And Jerry taking a bit of damage, but he's still going to go for this. He's got balls of steel, and there we go. 3 kills, $1,800 made. What more can you want? What more can you want? 3-0. Team Spirit now have themselves a buy on the board. No AWP for Davkos. Can't even afford 1 glass cannon. Whereas the CTs, they do have one. However, because of the amount of damage done, there's actually not... Well, there's not that good a buy, because they've got a couple of SMGs, and there's also not that much of a chance of a rebuy in the next round either. Like, they've got a couple of players who can. And maybe if they get a kill or two with those SMGs, it will bolster the chances, but... Realistically, forZe are still in a position where they actually need to win this round. Jerry. That's an angle you normally play with an AWP, but he's going to be looking to try and do it with an MP9. The Shredder, it's a pretty good gun, but that's a little bit of a push for anybody. XE Power is the man to support him. That flashbang is perfect, but he'll be able to fall away. Reposition, take another angle, and the other angle is enough to actually get the kill onto Sotfik. Not the start that was being looked for. And actually, Jerry's caught another with the MP9. T-side looking a little bit flat. We saw a good start in the previous map for forZe, and that was enough to actually for them to run away with it. Be right back, an email StarLadder. See, that's how long the delay is for anybody wondering. Nade going to do a little bit of damage, but Diva pushing into the site. The big man here is our Mesa. Well-timed push. Still only manages to get 1, but there's plenty more players on the site itself. Dima with a double, but surely they're not going to expect a third player. Malik now missing shots. This shouldn't happen. This should not happen. You can't there's no way. There's no way you can lose this round. XE Power, that's a nice shot. The second flick not going to hit. How? They had a stack. They had a stack on the site. But the funny thing is that the delay, like, doesn't actually... There was a delay in the server before, but they've now switched it so there's a delay on me talking over the server. So, like, the delay is on the stream now. So, I'm still watching the game live. Before, I was watching it with the 2-minute delay and, like, just commentating it live. So, it's just now there's a different delay. It's stupid. I don't like it, but oh well. I'll just have to cry myself to sleep. Talk to myself for an hour or 4. But that's what we've come to. T-side managed to get themselves a round out of absolutely nothing. I still don't really understand how. It seemed like forZe had the right read and even the right players on the site and did the damage, but they just couldn't finish off those remaining players. So they've gone for a double AWP. Malik. I've not seen him AWP. The only reason I've seen XE Power AWP is because I've seen him AWP today. He's been alright. We'll see if he can carry that on. You can see how much damage has been done as both teams are actually with limited buys. They're going to be struggling a little bit. XE Power, this is aggressive. He does hit the short, but needs a second or two, and he's actually going to go down. Auto Director didn't want to show that. Clearly a fan of XE Power. And Jerry, he gets 1. The CZ always good for 1 at least. The fact is, though, CT side are somewhat outnumbered here. By somewhat, I mean they are outnumbered. Malik gets absolutely decapitated by the MAC-10. Trape will come back. It's all SMGs at the moment. The rifle's not really doing too much. Double AWP now picked up onto the T side. Nade gonna go down. Devkos healthy enough that it won't really affect him too much. And Almeza, the man with the M4, is so far behind that realistically they should just save. They don't have a kit. They don't have the utility to get themselves back into the site. So the value of them sort of having the weaponry into the next round is far greater than the value of them trying to take these weapons away. 3-2. Almeza, chance to make things very costly though. Is he actually going to take all three? He might die to the bomb. He's going to die to the bomb. That is beautiful stuff. He's wrecked their economy. The problem is the CT side economy is kind of wrecked that little bit worse. Do they force here? They do. Ooh. I like it. They've got a chance to really make things costly here. Wait. This force buy is in. The AWP saved. They're all going to be running in onto his position. She's left blind! Oh, that is painful. That is painful. It's the SMGs are going to have to try and turn things back, and this force buy has been ruined. Jerry. The only one left. Doesn't that remove the utility of the delay? No, basically what they've done is so before the delay was on GoTV, so when I commentated to you, what you heard was, say, 10 seconds or so behind, but the game itself, for me, was delayed. So I would see the game 2 minutes behind what the server is showing. Instead, they've now put the delay on me, so I'm watching the server live now, but there is a 2-minute delay on my stream, so then you see everything 2 minutes after I see it, plus, like, the same time for me. Whereas before it was, the server is 1 time, then I'm 2 minutes behind, and you guys are the same time as me, which makes more sense, because then, obviously, you can, like, react to what I say, I can react to what you say, and it's a little bit more fun, it's a little bit better, but whatever. Reasons, it has changed, and it makes, I don't know, it makes it less fun, and I'm probably gonna get much more bored, I'll be honest, because you guys definitely make the cast more exciting. But you win some, you lose some. And that's the sort of case in the last couple of rounds for forZe. They've been losing them. You'll get sent to the shadow realm. Oh god. It's time to duel. It's time to do. Zeus for Malik. Jerry burning. Somebody filled his can with petrol. XE power. I do wonder if he's like another sort of like... Let's just say that there's a very simple anagram of XE power's name. And I just wonder if that's what he's going for. It may just be me that spotted that. If so, then clearly I have a dirty mind and... Coldy, is the Glock really that important to you? Zeus still waiting. Malik just praying for a friend that he can shock. But it is going to be Spirit into the lead. And taking this 4-3 at the moment. Now, I do expect more from these teams on the T side. I've only just realised that we're still playing Cobble. I guess for the rest of the qualifier, we still have Cobblestone in. So, no Dust 2. That's a shame. I'm hoping we still play Dust 2 at the LAN, though. I want to cast some Dust 2. But here we go. Bye for both teams. AWP onto either side, Davcost and XE Power. It's been a pretty decent duel so far. At least in the previous maps. Cobblestone, not the best map for AWP, as I feel like it definitely helps the CT side a little bit more. Look at this. What is he doing with the AWP? This is not how you play AWP. What? No, Demon didn't even turn around. And, okay, he only managed to get one, so it's not that big a deal. The only real problem is that some of the T's are pushing, some of them haven't, but the smoke wall of Dima is just popping heads. 11 and 5 at the moment. He has been the star for this team, no doubt. And yeah, this is definitely going to be difficult. Jerry just being used as a footstool. His face is being cracked. And, well, face crack has been tagged down very low. The T's, however, are pretty low themselves. There's a chance for Jerry, but Sophics just going to wreck him through the smoke and face crack. Yeah, no chance there. Dima with a triple again. 12 and 5, looking good. Team Spirit, they're starting to run away with this. And the CT side, I think they've realized that, and they are going to take themselves the pause. CT side. They are going to put a little bit of money into this one. I never noticed that anagram. Actually, yeah, not doing too much. XE Power in the back lines. Davcost styling will be pretty easy. Malik already going to be kicking things off. Dima is there to trade. He's been good so far, but even he can't survive the bombardment of this defense. And oh, Amazer trying to AWP. Oh god, he's going to burn. He's getting hot in there. Face crack. We'll be able to turn things back. And it will be 6-4. Double op setup in once again for the CT side. An MP9 for Jerry. And as I said, he gets himself a kill. Still, 6-4. T side in the lead. A chance for a reset as well. Orb shot. Not connecting, but look at that from face crack. The flank is perfect. He nails a triple and it leaves. Dima is the only one left. He's been great, but even he can't turn the tide here. 6-5. And yeah, the T's are going to be fine for now. It's been a few audacious plays that have been able to turn things back for forZe. And the T's, realistically, for me, this is where you call a pause. This is where you call a pause. Because this is like where your money starts to get on the fritz. You can still buy for now, but you don't really want to get to that point where you just can't buy. And that's where a lot of teams take the pause. It's like, things have gone wrong. Now we take a tactical. No, take them just before. Like, well, obviously that's predicting something going wrong, but take them just before you go into a big buy. Then you can have that chance to sort of change things. However, that's a pretty quick push. There we go. A change of pace from the T's, and this time it's Sophic dragging them through. Quick couple of trades from the double orbs, but double orbs on a retake definitely not going to be ideal, and one of them has already been lost. XC Power trying to hold onto the door. He's waiting for Jerry on the flank. Davkos in the corner, though, is just mean, and hey, there's a headshot. That will do it. XC Power should just save this AWP. Give them something to play behind. They've done well with the pistols in the past, and Sophic, I think he may ruin this. Oh, ring around the rosies. Oh. Ooh. It's not going to work, but... Ooh. I don't think so, at least. Oh no. Oh, no. Oh, how did he... No, it's not working. It's not... Why are we watching this play? I want to point out, although that was funny, and I had a nice little giggle, all that XC Power really did there was lose a gun. Now, I get that chances are most of the time there's not going to be still two players on the site. He gets a little bit unlucky there. Although he does fake the bomb. That's the bit I don't get, because once you fake the bomb, you can't win. There's no way he can win from that point. The second he fakes it. So, that's the only bit I didn't really understand. I think spotting Davkos and just panicking was the moment where everything went wrong. But, yeah, 7-5. Another round on the board. Pistols in. CTs, actually, they've invested a bit more than I thought they would, because FaceCrack's not going to have a huge amount going into the next round. He only gets an extra 1900, which is not really enough for a buy, especially on the CT side. And I wonder if they're going to have to eco again. That would not be the way that they want to be going into this one. Maybe he could play Broken Wall with a shotgun, or MP9s. We've seen a few MP9s, but it's not really who you want. Top of your team playing with an SMG, like, I just don't like that idea. Jerry, okay, if Jerry can save something here. Oh, it's a Mac 10. Never mind. Here we go, though. Just a little bit of extra damage done. XC Power can afford an AWP, and FaceCrack, give him the Mac 10. 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 There we go. He's got a Mac 10 now. Jerry just dropped his pistol. He can buy a rifle. All in all, apart from the Mac 10, it's actually not bad. Like, it could be worse. However, T-side still have one of their own, and yeah, it's still workable. Aggressive peek through. XC Power not going to be working out early in this one. A minute and a half left on the clock. A little bit of aggression coming in. XC Power waiting around the corner. Already finds the opener. Cold. He needs to trade this kill, and you're too slow, my friend. You are too slow. XC Power's already set back up in another angle, which is the power of the AWP, and Jerry's actually looking like he wants to re-aggress. Flashbang is good, and that... What? Why? That's an insane decision. I get that he could have got stuck in the corner, but trying to jump across when you're blind, like, that was never going to work. Either way, CT side have now lost a couple of players, and there has been a singular trade, or I suppose the initial kill. But now the T's are firmly in the driver's seat once again. I'm going to see Dima looking to try and make an opening on towards the site. A little bit wary of some of the closer angles, and a flashbang is great. Almeza's left completely blind. Still, though, he gets the kill. Finally, the push comes in from behind, and, well, that's why you don't want to Mac 10 in a buy round. 8-6. forZe are going to be back in with another buy. Again, they still lose a lot of players. I think they should... Is there a gun from... No, there isn't a gun for Malik. He's going to be left on an MP9. Not ideal, to say the least. Dima's currently 20-8. And then Davkos... Does Davkos really have 3 kills? That is what you call bomb planning. That is... Be winning 8-6 and have 3 kills. That's impressive. Either way, early couple of sprays. It's going to be the T's. Well, normally you'd say they're out on top, but with Dima only on 4 HP, it's not really the case, is it? Bomb in drop. Jerry waiting on the outside, and I think this may be a 7th round. I just don't see them getting back into this one. That bomb spot is just nasty. Exipat, this is risky. It's somewhat unnecessary, especially, like, he loves playing this AWP so close, but he's going to get a free kill. There's not really a trade available. Amazor even catches Coldy. Now it's left all onto Davkos. He's got himself his 4th kill, but he needs to make it up to 6. Basically needs to double his kills, but that is smart. He's stolen the bomb away. And is going to be able to just barrel his way on towards the safe site. Now Mazer's gone on the long rotation. His teammate actually taking things very slow, just in case. Just in case there's a sneaky man waiting around. Molotov, I think that was actually meant to go into the connector room, and Mazer, he comes in from behind. Davkos doesn't expect anybody to be there that quickly, and it will be a 7th. forZe bring this half as close as it can possibly go, and the early sort of streak that came out from Team Spirit is whittled away towards the end. Like, I'll look at this, in all honesty, I think forZe win that half. I know that mathematically they didn't, but I just think that they've definitely got the... What I would say the team to actually take things over on the T side. Lots of very aggressive players. And with Davkos falling so flat after what was a good first map, it's a bit worrying. Dima is the only one really on the board. If it's not for Dima, Team Spirit don't win that first half. T-side, full Kevlar. Dima going to go for a little bit of aggression, and Sotfik has got himself the kit and a flashbang. Unfortunately, hasn't gone for the Julies in the kit, so he's obviously wrong with what you should be buying. Our forZe CIS team. Yeah, this is the CIS qualifier. It would be quite funny, though, if they were just, like, Asian. Like, I suppose technically Renegades play the American qualifier, so... You know what? I take it back. That I ridiculed you a little bit, but technically there are some stupid scenarios where teams are not from where they say. So I'll take that back. Here we go, though. Pushing on towards the A site. Should be an inherent advantage for Sumdai Young, but he's already been dinked up on his last legs, living low. Holdy is going to be able to find one and a second as well. A big couple of kills over towards the connector, making this less of a split and more of, well, it's not a fork, so it's a knife, I guess. And, well, Almeza, he's going to... Oh, I thought he was going to get knifed. Cody. That would have been such a good transition. Obviously, for anybody who didn't get that, a fork has 3 points. So if it was a multi-pronged attack, it's more of a fork. If it's a singular one, it's a knife. And then if he got knifed, oh, I would have looked like a genius. Instead, I don't, which is most of the time, to be honest. And, yeah, we are going to have just some pistols. Malik's and XE Power, they're going to see them save a little bit of extra cash. XE Power obviously going for the AWP, so no surprises there. And, of course, just with the flick onto Almeza's head, we'll kick things off without too much trouble. Obviously, after this game, we do have Gambit playing off against EPG. Definitely be interested to see if EPG can live up to that. We saw them do fairly decently in the ECS qualifiers. They didn't manage to win, but they at least came close against, I think it was like Na'Vi, and made some of the matches a little bit more interesting. However, Gambit, definite favourites in that match. I don't think anybody's going to be denying that fact. Here we go. CT side, they've got themselves the right read here. 3 players already going to be over towards this site. Shouldn't be much of a chance for these pistols. Face crack actually pushing close with the bomb, which is fairly risky. And actually, they've still got to deal with the man on the site. It's some Young, but actually, he goes down. Somehow they're doing a decent amount of damage here, which actually... Oh, come on. This... No, surely not. Surely not. Team has been spotted. All the information's been had, and he's going to go down as well. That is surprising. Yeah, I know Renegades play the Asia Oceania for majors, but for this, I think they play NA, if I'm not mistaken. Because there is actually an Asia qualifier for this. I will not be doing it. I don't know who will, but I think that's over the next couple of days. On this channel as well, I think. Probably. But, yeah. CT side are going to be forcing once again. Obviously throwing away the second round. Already, though. Early kills go the way of Malik. He will be traded out eventually, but now they just go pushing onto this A site. They have the range advantage. Shouldn't have too much trouble, though Cody will get one, but it doesn't last long at all. And now Sophic is the only one left. And he goes down as well. Rounds converted. Bomb already down. The push coming in through the CT side is... it's going to get them 1 kill. I don't think there's really too much to gain. Cody actually picks off another. Now, the T's don't want to lose too many players, especially not the AK of Jerry, who's now surrounded, and that's one for Cody. This is more costly than they ever would have wanted. This is scary pricey, in fact. Cody even looking to try and hold on to this AK. Almeza and Co going to be hunting. Now, their positions are known. Coldy makes it so only one player survives. So in all honesty, that's not a bad round. Now the T's obviously made themselves quite a bit of money by winning that second round force. But we are now back to 10-9. It looks like this one is going to be going the distance. Either way, CT side already expending a lot of their utility. We've only got 30 seconds gone in the round, and they're down to just a few smokes alongside one incendiary and a flash, whereas the T's barely expended anything. They've still got pretty much all that they desire. Just remember, this is a game of elimination. One of these teams is out, the other makes it through to, I believe, the semi-finals, which, well, for forZe would definitely be a good opportunity. And not too far away from making it to the LAN. They win a couple more best of threes and they would be through. They're also on the opposite side of the bracket to Gambit, which is a pretty big deal, I would say. Face off against either Avangard or Flipside. Don't know how that match is going. May have a quick gander at that. Currently 1-0 to Avangard, although looks like Flipside are winning their match choice, so that one may be going on for a little bit longer, but it doesn't matter. Gambit game will carry on. Dima just kills Sophic. He's been firing off. Now we are just going to see the wipe down of this CT side. Only 2 players remain. One of them is Davkos. The other is Sumdai Young. Davkos has started a bit of a resurgence. Remember, he did only have 3 kills at one point, but not going to matter in this scenario. And the only man left is Sumdai Young. No kit, no utility, and in all honesty, no hope. It is going to be 11-9 in favor of forZe. And realistically, Team Spirit can't really buy into the next round. They get 2,900. Davkos is enough to, well, buy a little bit, but realistically, he wants the AWP, and then everybody else has nothing, so it is just going to be that one rifle saved, and not much else. forZe, well, heavy underdogs in my eyes. Heavy underdogs. They've got a brand new roster. They had little gone, which I thought would affect them dearly, but in all honesty, they've looked like the better team, at least in this map, and, well, Team Spirit, I don't know what to expect from them anymore. They get eliminated. Well, if they get eliminated, they are done. Well done, Tom. You were coming in with the deep level analysis here. If they get eliminated, they are out. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am thinking of becoming an analyst. However, Sophic already picks off 1. Now, realistically, the T's can't afford to lose this round. You do not want to give away for Spirit back into this one. They managed to streak rounds together already in this, and Sumdai Young, that solitary rifle, has managed another kill. forZe, please. Please. I want to buy rounds to be buy rounds. As bygones are bygones. And I would kind of hope that they'd be able to take this one forward. If they do lose, okay, they've got the reserves to actually continue to buy into the next round anyway, but, well, this is not a round the CT side should ever be winning. Davkos still going to be waiting patiently. Malik around the corner, and he can't quite get it done with the CZ. That looked like a surefire kill. Coldy, however, will manage to drop the bomb, and Malik down to just 1 HP. Got to be pretty careful here. I don't think he heard the footsteps either of his opponent dropping down. Dima now picks off another. Both players with AKs. Nice shot from Exipower using the P250 to its full potential. And Dima doesn't have any armor either, so a quick shot to the face will do it, but it works the same the other way around. Forced by a win, or not even forced by, minute investment win coming out from Team Spirit. And the T's, well, they are going to be able to invest, but that is not a round they ever wanted to be giving over. T-side looking to speed up the pace. Straight in towards this A site they go. A couple of players will be waiting for them. One is Sumdai Young. The other is Davkos. Now, he hasn't had those same sort of impact rounds just yet, but I think if there was any position where he could, this would be it. Legs the first. Sophic is there with the secondary AWP, and actually his teammates on the cross that are doing the work here. Coldy with a lot of damage. And at the same time, not much coming back in. Finally, Davkos will strike, and Malik is able to trade one back. They're going to be able to retrieve the secondary AWP. They are. And now it's 11-11. Even Stevens as a pause called. But again, it's one of those pauses where I'm sort of like... It's sort of like you've paused after things have gone wrong. Like you've paused in a position where your money is not in a good state. And I would rather see that you sort of preemptively see that there's something wrong rather than just, okay, now there's something wrong. T-side are not going to take the investment. Maybe that's what the pause was for. Hey, you're not the only person watching this game who's not betting, Zdord. Don't forget about me. I didn't bet. Then again, I am getting paid. Does that count? That's not really a gamble, though, because I can't lose. Never played Counter-Strike. I haven't played it recently. Been a couple of months. Kind of sad. I've been playing some Far Cry, though. I played a little bit of that. That was fun. Then again, I say that. I've only played a couple of hours, and I've owned the game over a month. So, can't have been that fun. (11-11). T-side have managed to work wonders with the pistols before. Xe Power trying to fake the sound, but I don't think anybody's falling for that. In fact, all it really lets the CTs know that there's actually players there, and they should have a couple of players homed in on that position. Nade doesn't do anything. Looked like it could have done. Actually, Jerry will be able to overwhelm one. Davkos still hits the trade. Sumdai Young in a decent position, and let's manage another. And Davkos just waiting patiently. Do they know that there's a second player here? No, they don't, but it doesn't matter anyway. And there's going to be Team Spirit taking themselves the lead. Stopvic will be there to finish it. Double AWP setup will remain on Team Spirit, and T's have one of their own. Obviously, this is crunch time for either side. One of them will be making it through to the semis. The other will be out. It's a pretty brutal second stage. There is no second chances. There's no lifelines. If you're dead, you're dead. Drop control has been taken by forZe. Obviously already losing themselves the man advantage. Sophic in a fairly aggressive position. Actually, he goes down. Cody needs to try and turn the tide. Instead, he's caught by Malik, and the T's have taken themselves a man advantage. Someday Young looking to push back in, but again, it's a 1-for-1 trade with only Jerry left. Davkos tagged onto just 12 HP. Gonna be looking for the pick instead. Jerry, I think he expects him to be on the flank. Instead, he peeks around the angle, but he catches him off guard. 12 and 12. The scoreline, once again, will be equaled. The CT side are now the ones left with money problems as well. Pause taken by Mr. Jerry. Obviously, crunch time. Warframe is Destiny, but $60 left. I never really got into it. I bought the... Actually, that's a point. I bought Destiny with all the DLC, and I have not played it. Destiny 2, that is. Like, I have the season pass, whatever you want to call it. Why did they play on Kubel? Because our qualifiers started on Kubel, so they shall finish on Kubel. Sneaky push coming in. Not much invested from Spirit at all. In fact, just a few P250s. Oh, unlucky, Cody. That is what you call bad timing. Will at least be able to net one, but in the meantime, this was all an elaborate ruse, and Someday Young is now going to have to do this alone. He has invested into Kevlar, does have the extra money to do it, and the Mac 10's going to come running in. He'll be able to take that kill, but eventually runs out of ammo. Dima on the trade as well. Still has that AK-47, so hope is not lost. He's been excellent so far. He's also dead, though. Oh, Ameza will take back the lead. It has been going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And now we get a buyback. T-side still with limitations. They lose quite a few players in a round that ultimately was next to nothing invested for Team Spirit. They're going to have limitations of their own. Both teams with an SMG, or in fact the CTs with 2. Utility not at its best either, for either side. They do still have an AWP, but Davkos a little bit more vulnerable. The shot to the face from anything, including that SMG, will take him out of the round. You don't have to grind if you pay. I feel like if you pay, though, it's just pointless with games like that. The whole point of the game is the grind. If you just pay to get to the best, what's the point? Dima, already going to be overwhelmed, caught with a nade in hand, and maybe we're about to see one of these teams keep the lead. Nice shot from Almeza as he adds another to the death toll and leaves only 2 remaining, and they are being decked one by one. Davkos can't do anything, and forZe hit their 14th, leaving the CTs with a choice: play for overtime or force the issue here. By the looks of things, they're going to play for OT. Yeah, it was in the map pool when the qualifiers started, so that's why we're still using it. It will be. I don't know if we'll use it for the event. I would assume we won't, but I don't actually know the answer to that. I will ask. Here we go, though. Quick push onto the site from the T's. They do have all the information and pretty much the whole site to themselves. It is looking like a 15th round will be on the board. I'd be very surprised if anything else were to happen here. Sneaky push coming in from Sumdai Young. Hoping to try and catch someone on the back lines, but he's given away his position. All the ruse is up. And, yeah. CT side, wow, they might as well try and get an exit kill or two. I'm not really sure. I think Sophics just looking to see if there's anything in the spawn, maybe. Like, hoping that somebody left something somewhere. He doesn't have any armor, so he's literally saving a P250. Maybe he just really wants that. Love this Mr. Caster guy. I love you too. You'll hear this in about 2 minutes because of the delay. 15 to 12. One round needed. I was not expecting this from forZe, I'll be honest. A new roster facing off against one that has been together a little bit of time now. Added in firepower of Sumdai Young, and I'll be honest, I was expecting them to take this. But, yeah, it's looking pretty bleak at this point. It is going to be the double op setup picked up. Davkos, only glass cannon, in fact. Sophic will have one, and he gets to keep that P250 as his secondary. I suppose that's not too bad. It's not like a massive save, but it's something at least. T side, oh, are they going to go for something fast? They're all gathered up. Gary looks like he may have changed his mind. Still just waiting. Lots of utility expended to try and stop any aggression. Molotov's going to be thrown over the top to try and clear any of the angles. I think that was over into the sort of little cubby hole. Now they are just going to go for their execution on towards this site. Drop control taken. Coldy, he gets caught so often, it seems, with nades in his hands. And it's going to be the push back in. Sophic manages one. Dima has found another, but he's eventually traded out. Push going to be continuing, and Sophic at the back is still doing the work. Jerry only manages a single frag, and it's looking like we are just going to go back 15-13 for now. Unless XE Power can really do something. Eking out, Davkos waiting, and it is 15-13. $15-13. Oh yeah, I just asked, and supposedly we are using Dust 2 on LAN. So, there you go. How was your day, Mr. Caster? It was alright until they added in the delay and I can't talk to the chat properly. Now I'm sad. But, I'll live. There we go, though. Triple setup over towards this long position. Now, this could be absolutely perfect for a retake. That's the one thing that the CT side really do have here, is for a retake, their positions are just going to be so annoying. Face Crack is going to have to try and round this corner. Now, they should never expect 3 people here. In fact, they don't even... What? Why did he run long with the bomb? I'm just going to say that that was a great read from Team Spirit, and any other comments I have on what else happened in that round are null and void. Either way, it's looking like we may be going all 3 maps and to OT. The chance for me to eat dinner is slowly going out of the window, as the next match is meant to start in 15 minutes, so I think I may be malnourished. Especially considering the last time I ate was brunch, when I had some pancakes with fruit on the top, for anybody who is interested. They were good. You can also find the pictures of them on my Instagram. Well, actually on my Instagram story. By typing !caster. Yes, I'm a full sellout. Yes, you can deal with it. And no, I am not ashamed of myself at all. Either way, we are going to be going into number 30. Team Spirit, they dominated their opponent's map pick forZe. They managed to win the second. And this is interesting, actually. Team Spirit have taken 0 tactical pauses. I don't know what that says, especially considering the other team are the one who are more newly formed. They chucked out even their in-game leader, the Little. And yet they're the ones actually taking their time and having chats with each other. I prefer it. Either way, T's with a final chance. Try and close this down. They're going to have Sophic in the corner. They need to clear this. They throw the Molotov in, but they don't actually check it. That's a big mistake. I don't know how he lives that long either way, but we are going to eventually get the trade back. Coldy's here. Dima as well, and it's going to OT. Malik now goes down. XC Power left alone, and Team Spirit drag it back. No Victor in normal time. We will be heading to overtime. You can hear the sadness in my voice. Well, supposedly from tomorrow they're going to try and give me a clean feed. I hope you know how many people would chat. Yeah, but like that phrase is funny, but I feel like not many people know that it's me that he's talking to. Where in the UK are you from? London. Yeah, I've been told from tomorrow I might be able to use some sort of like clean feed, but normally clean feeds when they're restreamed don't work too well. So we'll see how that works. Hopefully the two teams are going to be back here soon, because at least like 2 minutes to eat. My mum's made sweet and sour. I like sweet and sour. For anybody who doesn't know what sweet and sour is, it's sweet and sour. It's chicken with like pineapple and peppers, other stuff. Jerry's ready. Tom's ready. Now we're just waiting on Team Spirit. Maybe I should just like do the Nintendo Wii music. Is it that one? Dum 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 boo. I don't think that's the exact rendition of that song, but it's as close as it gets. We are going to be at 15:15. That is my waiting screen music, for anybody who's wondering. It was my attempt at doing the, what's it, like the... No, that's not... What song is that? Is that the Nintendo Wii music? I don't even remember. It's something. Here we go, though. Double up setup in for the CT side. We've got 16K MR3. Plenty of money. We're going to have Dav cost. In an aggressive position. They've gone for this triple setup over towards long A again. It worked previously, but in this round, it's sort of one of those things. If there's a fast push towards the B site, then they're screwed. Then they're actually screwed. But if forZe keep playing these slow rounds, it's not so bad. Like, they can sort of get away with it. Few bits of utility just being expended by Jerry, but still the CT side have enough utility. This is where you really do see the slowness of Cobble. It's all about waiting. They'll take some drop control at least, but that will be heard by Dima. Be back home. I am for the next week. Hey, Kozkowski. There we go. Dima. On position, hiding in the corner is such a difficult angle to clear, and he has not been cleared at all. The only thing he's been cleared of is being a double O, as he has a license to kill. He's completely ruined their opponents. And, well, I don't think there's going to be anything happening here. No point really going for the bomb plant, as you're not going to survive. And it is going to be 16-15. That's Mario Kart. Damn it! What is the... Yeah, it is Mario Kart. Oh, I'm so dumb. Beautiful singing. You know, that's why I'm employed, really. Not for the casting. Double AWP setup will remain in the T's. Oh, they're just falling into the same default again. This time the CT side haven't gambled so heavily, although... As I say that, the rotation is going to come back in. They're going to go for this triple setup on A-long again. It works so wonderfully. Double Molotov thrown in, so a lot of utility initially expended by Team Spirit. XE Power now set up. Flashbang is well timed, and while some die young has just wrecked his opponents. It's going to spot out the third player as well, but doesn't need to take the fight. A little bit of a boost peak coming in onto drop. And it just means that Dima can get both kills. Nice work from him. Flawless. Not flawless. Cody died. Almost flawless round coming out from Team Spirit. And while they've won the first two in OT, coming back from what was such a detrimental position, forZe don't have any pauses left. Side. For now, it looks like they're just trying to make as much noise as humanly possible. Just be irritating, just walk around and be nice and loud so that everybody knows where you are. And then switch where you're going. Davkos is already going to spot the push, though. And it's just waiting on the cross. Nobody can really push him from behind him. Flashbang's being thrown over, and what is going on here? How is Davkos alive? XE Power has somehow managed to get him. Oh, never mind. Never mind. And now it's left on the face crack. Wrong side of the map. 1 versus 3 with an awful lot left to do. He needs to perform a miracle. Let's go spot Davkos. Lines him up through the door as well. Does a little bit of extra damage. There's going to be Davkos to take all 3. Much better performance from him. There was a point in the first half where he only had 3 kills, and it was not early in it either. But he has definitely come back. 28 and 20. Hey, Pikachu. How old are you? I am 23 years old, and I got into casting through a website called Esports Jobs, where I did a few jobs for a small Lithuanian company. Then I worked for a slightly bigger Lithuanian company, and kept going until eventually this company, StarLadder, hired me. Here we go, though. Double AWP setup now for the CT side. forZe needs a flawless half. And we saw 8-7s in both. However, not a bad start from XCPower. He's already going to be getting the opening pick and making things pretty damn difficult for the T's going back into this one. Dima has been excellent so far. Actually, will start things off with a kill for himself as well. He is currently 34 and 20. He was the only man really performing on the T side for Spirit. I think he had like 20 odd kills on the T side alone, so definitely didn't have quite as much impact on the second half, but that means he's back on his home ground, back on his turf, and ready and raring to go. 18 to 15. Team Spirit. They need 1 round. That's it. 1 round. A solitary round. And they have taken themselves the victory here, scraping through in a game where I thought they'd be dominant. Malik does manage to sneak past the headshot angle, so Demon not going to be knowing exactly where he is. Does leave him blind for a second, and there's actually only 2 players per site, so pushing in towards the B site, you'd have to expect that the T's would win the duels. Only got 30 seconds left. They're going to gather up as a team. Are taking their sweet time, though. And eventually, the CT should realize where the push is going to be coming in. Pop flash does go out. Face crack left blind, but so are the T's. Deem is still looking to try and lead the way, and Malik is going to be spotted on the cross. Face crack still hasn't been removed from the site, and Dima goes down. There's only 12 seconds left for them to actually get on towards this site and plant themselves the bomb, and there needs to be some excellent cover coming in from Cody, and he's just not going to do it. Doesn't find anything. Needs the kills quickly and can't close it down. It looked good for Team Spirit, but it isn't to be. 18 to 16. Aggressive push, but already Team Spirit find themselves that opener.